Everybody, it's Victor. It's time to run here the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Thanksgiving dinners and days were awesome here. We did have another video crossing 2,000 likes now. We're only 2 away from missing no week. It looks like it may line up for Sunday. If that's possible, then we're going to start it on this Sunday. So thank you all for all the support. And again, I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving day with family and friends. And of course, if you don't celebrate it, then I just hope you had a great Thursday. Here's your meme of the day here, brought to you. This one got me really good by Hedge Hopping Rhino on the Sinvicta subreddit. Title thread was Banana Bread from episode 355. Experimental treatment. No. Experimental banana loaf. Yeah, it was an experimental loaf, let me tell you something. And it was good. People were very impressed with it. So thank you very much, Hedge Hopping Rhino, and everyone who upvoted that one. That one legitimately got me. It's so good. I love those thoughtful ones. We got Eden's Blessing. C-Day's going to be, or not Eden's Blessing, Eden's Soul. Bravo 4 Golf Bravo, Sierra 6 Mike Delta. Well, we got the Book of Secrets, which I do like, and, or not Book of Secrets, the options. Along with the Soul of Eden, excuse me. Just took a drink of water before we started. Soul of Eden is going to be a one-time use item, active item, that's going to allow us to spawn 2 things of something in the pool of the room that we're using it in. So, for example, if we use it inside of a Devil Deal, we'll get two Devil Deal items. If we use it in an Angel room, we'll get 2 Angel items, etc., etc. Most of the time, I'll be using it inside of a secret room. I'm very happy that we also have 3 HP. Our movement speed's good, but our damage is not very good. Our tears rate is acceptable. 2.54 is not, it's not the best, but it's certainly not the worst. And what's really nice about the start is actually not the fact that we have Eden Soul, but it's the fact that we have more options, which is going to give us a second boss item to choose from every single boss that we clear. I'm going to leave the Eternal Heart there for now, just because obviously we do not want to incur any damage on the Eternal Heart before we get to the next floor. And I guess there's just no enemies on this floor at all. Thank you. So hopefully we'll be able to rip this either inside of the first Devil Deal, or we can use it inside the first secret room that we find. The reason why I prioritize the secret room is because it has a chance, of course, to give you something like, say, Death Certificate or Binge Eater or Rock Bottom, something like that. That's what you really want to be going for when you have these golden opportunities to spawn items inside of the room's item pool that you're going to be using, whatever it is, whether it be Reverse Lover's card, Reverse Stars card, or Eden Soul, etc. The sticky nickel that we will not be able to get. But yeah, I hope everyone's Thanksgiving was awesome. I have not gone to Thanksgiving dinner yet because, well, quite frankly, it's recorded before Thanksgiving, but spoiler alert. But, you know, I think that the best thing about Thanksgiving is honestly just being able to sit down and kind of relax a little bit and just eat just tons of food and watch football. That's my favorite thing. Even though my team is pretty much done now, especially with Baker Mayfield being done, although they're saying that apparently the MRI in his shoulder wasn't that bad and he's going to play, but I always say in these situations we weren't great with him, and we're not going to be great without him. So, yeah, there's a few teams like that. It's just like the Commanders, the Washington Commanders. You know, people were talking about how, oh, well, Jaden Daniels is done for, or yeah, it's their season's over. It's like their season was over when he was playing. You know, it certainly doesn't help losing your starting quarterback, but let's be honest, let's not try to sugarcoat things. It's even with the quarterback that they're missing, they still weren't that great. Then they go for the Buccaneers. That's why I've been telling people, you know, the fraud alert was on the Bucs a long time ago. Basically, the best team that they had beaten under that stretch was probably the Texans, and that was very barely were they able to do that because DeMeco Ryans made a really dumb call to try to go for 4th and short, and then didn't make it. Yeah, so the Texans deserved what they got there, and now, ironically, the Texans are a way better team than the Buccaneers are. So, anyway, that's my American football talk of the day. Don't you do it. You get away from me now. So I had to go Glass Eye there because obviously we need the damage. That just took us back to barely above base damage. I'm going to take the Soul Heart. We have the Eternal Heart here already. We should see what's inside this poop pile. Yeah, I've written off the Bucs for the rest of the season. It's done. I mean, it wasn't looking good anyway, but what happens when you have a bad head coach? We go on to last week's question of the episode here, coming in from CBTV50, who said, question of the episode, do you think it's more important to start an Eden run with a strong spacebar item or a normal item, aka a passive item? I think that having a very strong passive item is way more important. And I'll tell you one reason only why. Because if you start with a bad spacebar item, you can just simply get rid of it. You can drop it for something easily. It's easily replaceable is the nicest way to say that. Active or passive items, on the other hand, you don't really know what you're going to be seeing for an entire run. So if you have something bad, or if you have something that just doesn't do anything for you, it could possibly be worse than your active item at the start, but then may evolve into something amazing. Or if we have let's put it this way, name an active item I really like. Let's just say Book of Shadows. I like Book of Shadows, right? So if you asked me, what would you rather start with, the Book of Shadows or Brimstone, or the Book of Shadows or Sacred Heart? The answer is obvious, right? Or at least it should be obvious, in my opinion, anyway. If we don't start with the Book of Shadows, but we start with, like, say, Damocles or something that I'm just never going to use, or Plan C, I can very easily drop it the second that I get a chance to see an active item. Whereas a passive item, I cannot get rid of it unless we reroll, and that's a whole nother can of worms. Petrified Poop here, which is exactly what we were looking for in that other room. So this is going to provide us with a little bit of hope that we can get something out of the shop. Of course, having fully upgraded shops doesn't really matter these days, but you never know. Got this here. We definitely want to take our time and destroy all the poop piles as well. Oh wow, nice. I wouldn't mind getting another Soul Heart. Curse the Unknown on floor 2 is kind of annoying, but it's nowhere near as bad and detrimental as would be with Curse the Blind, obviously. At the very least, hopefully we get our key back. Don't want to skip out on the item room, and there's no key. Yep. And now there's 2 keys. The Ventricle Razor is something that we've made some big time plays with before, but not necessarily. It's not enough to obviously to replace Eden Soul, which right now we can already use inside of the secret room, which I'm planning on doing here in a second. Just want to see what is inside of our item room. But yeah, it's a great question. That kind of stuff really kind of makes you think, you know. And apparently we're just going to lose our Soul Heart, so pretty happy about that. Crack the Skizzle. Okay, well, that makes it easy for me. I am going to be super lazy. Don't do this, but I'm lazy. We get Skeleton Key and Fat on Mushroom, which is going to give us a big speed down, but also a nice damage up. Take that. We'll take Crack the Skizzle here. And those two items, especially Fat on Mushroom, those are the ones you have to watch out for when you reroll a character, like if with the D100 or the D4, because those are the sneaky secret room items that can give you... They can roll you into TM Trainer, and then it's just GG after that. I don't think TM Trainer is always instant lose, but it's almost always instant lose. And the more I think about it, the more it was absolutely insane to do an entire week of TM Trainer runs on this file especially. But yeah, that was a very non-enjoyable week. I know that a lot of people really liked it because the theme weeks. Out of all the like streaks that we do, the theme weeks are always the most satisfying for people and the most popular. And I definitely get why, but there are some people who don't like them as well because obviously it kind of supersedes their daily content, and this channel is built around just routine and people expecting the same old, you know. But TM Trainer week was a very, very stressful time, as you can imagine. This machine, don't really care about that, but we can hold on to it, I guess, for now. Blighted Ovum gets almost Blighted Dunk. Skeleton Key, by the way, gives us 99 keys. There's Life Imitating Art, as usual, in the theme of the day. And we get a Guppy item, which I am going to take right now, but I'm not going to keep it. However, I will use it for 3 Soul Hearts because I don't know what our HP is, and we'll just head on down. Good floor. So we've got 3 and 3 right now. Very good. Probably could have waited to come in here until I had a full charge on Crack the Skizzle, but with the addition of the Fat on Mushroom, that gets our damage to appropriate levels where we're at right now. I would say that we're on par. But we certainly need more tiers. We need more movement speed to compensate for that speed down that we just got. And you can obviously always more damage is great. Only mention the damage because it is right now it is kind of at the bare minimum of acceptable levels of damage. But we can always use more. So we're 3-shotting the Dark Grubs here. It's important to be able to gauge the enemy's HP, just so you can take them out like that. So it doesn't matter how many they send after you in a column, as long as you know exactly how many shots it takes for you to take them out, then it's easy. Easier. Yeah, Judgment, I don't know what you're thinking about spawning in here, but it was a bad idea. Kidney Stone, which is going to help us out with our tears rate for now, but only temporarily. See us, so we just throw a stream of tears out. I was joking with Ed when he had his own Kidney Stone earlier this year. It was only like a month ago, I think. And obviously everyone was saying instead of it being named Matt's Kidney Stone, it should be named Ed's. That did not happen, though. So I'm hoping that we get a new item called Ed's Kidney Stone. That'd be funny. Well, Kidney Stones are definitely nothing to laugh at, so I heard. I've never had them, thank goodness, but I've heard from many a guys that it is not fun. Mega Maw is mega dead. That's why we love Crack the Skizzle, baby. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought we'd already gone to the shop on that floor, and it was only after I went down the crawl space that I realized that we hadn't even seen the shop on that last floor. So that's my bad on that one. Okay. I don't know why that spider moves just vertically north like that. Okay, well, we have everything over here, waiting for Kidney Stone to charge. So that little stone that fires off like that right as Kidney Stone kind of pops off, that is a piercing and increased damage tier that will do a pretty good amount of damage. It's nothing incredible, but it's always nice to have. We get 2 bone hearts. I'm not going to take both of them because I want to make sure we have red hearts on the ground. This one we do. The other one I'm going to wait on because I do not want to accidentally run over something. And we also have a sack room shuffle here that we could play, especially with 2 bone hearts. That could be a very interesting play here. Yep, free entry into the secret room, and yep. Free soul heart, I'll take that. Go line up the Kidney Stone shot. No problem at all. Our range is actually quite nice. All right now, man, oh man, we're at a full rack already. Almost followed that shot all the way to completion there. I'm glad I stopped myself with a thought of, hey, stop. You know? I was just moving on just pure reaction right there. Just muscle memory and such. And I don't know why that happens. I don't know why sometimes I laser focus on a tier and just like, ooh, oh, here it comes. Oh, well, I guess it's going to hit me. And we get Krampus here. Well, it's still a decent spot to get the Krampus tax. It kind of stinks because especially after receiving a Guppy item, and getting Judas' shadow. I was hoping for a little bit more here. Erebus, of course, never drops the lump of coal. So we have a few red hearts on the ground to possibly make the Sacrum Shuffle a thing. I would need to see a few more red hearts, though. Now, obviously, we have Judas' shadow, so we could turn into Black Judas, which may be to our benefit at this point. But it would be a shame to throw away all of this HP and not get more Devil Deal items first. It would feel like a waste. Gish's going to help us out and slow some mobs down. Waiting. One of these times, these spitting grubs are going to turn on a dime and just nail us. There definitely is something that could be said about waiting for the kidney stone to charge before every single room. If you want to do that kind of stuff, go for it. I think it's a little bit excessive, but you certainly can if you feel like you need the help. Kidney stone's there for you. Just know that it's probably going to increase your run time, the actual length of the duration of your run by about 3 times, if not longer. But yeah, you can sit there and just freely fire in an already cleared room and just wait for kidney stone to proc, and then just simply go on to the next floor after you get done wasting them. It's the same thing like Monsters Long or Lead Pencil. Again, I think it's a little bit excessive. So I am going to make a run here at the Sacrum Shuffle. Half hearts are great because they count as a full heart whenever you're tapping the spikes. Obviously, we've already been to the Devil Deal, so there's no hope in us getting an Angel Deal or anything like that. We just have to really, really hope that we find a good item off of the Devil Deal or Angel Deal pool item that drops here. So this is a 33% chance for a random Angel Pool item. I'm going to go all the way back up to the boss and grab this other heart. We're really kind of stretching our bone heart pretty well. Getting a lot of good value out of this. Redemption's it's fine. Redemption's good. I mean, it allows us to get a damage upgrade from Devil Deals that we reject. Okay. Kind of hoping we're going to have Crack the Sky for one of the angel statues, but I guess that we're not allowed to do that. And there was not a heart. I don't think there was a red heart in the shop. There was not. So it comes down to Jar of Flies or Crack the Skizzle. I think Crack the Sky is just a little bit better. And I just want to see if there's going to be any red heart drops over here. Oh, super secret room's over here, so it's not done yet. Not, but there are black hearts though. I'm gonna leave this black heart here. The judgment card. Now, if the judgment pays out, oh well, there we go. That can get us the hearts in the other one. But I was gonna say, if the judgment pays out with an HP upgrade, that will also heal the bone heart. But he didn't. Mystery Sack. Oh, well, I feel like it's been a long time since we've seen Mystery Sack. We can at least go over here and grab the heart. There you go. Then we go this, and we get nothing. Then we're going to have to give up the bone heart. Right, because we have another one over there anyway. That bone heart really gave us a lot of good value there. Yeah, 30 cents. Honestly, it's fine. It gives us more buying power for the next store or two. Assuming we actually get a store that allows us to, you know, buy things. But we'll see. So we're going to go back there. We're going to replenish that bone heart we just got done throwing into the sack room shuffle. I mean, it was worth it, I guess, for us to sacrifice boss rush in order for us to get redemption. If we get a bad devil deal, it gives us something that we can use. Just gonna do this now for hearts. Yeah, there's no hearts. Lots of money though. Then the black soul heart will be there just to protect the bone heart until we can replenish it with a full heart, a full red heart, or even a half red heart's fine. But you know, redemption's fine. It allow if we had gotten a really really bad couple of devil deals here, we at least have more damage. And right now, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we've got not a lot of stat upgrades here in this run so far. You know, learning how to taunt the spikes here is very important as well. Sometimes I don't have the patience to just run right through and just say whatever happens, happens. But there are times where I don't necessarily want to lose any HP. Oh man, we need some tears now. Our damage is no longer acceptable, by the way, for the level that we're currently at. Devil card. Get rid of these arrows here just because I know they're just going to be a hazard. That was weird. Why did that one take so long to land? You know, just crack the sky, just make this one a little bit easier. Get a Bomba from Mystery Sack. Thank you, Mystery Sack. Mystery Sack, by the way, is a follower that's just going to follow us and spawn random things for pickups. Very nice when it does, especially when it gives you a soul heart when you're needing it or at least expecting it. I only care about this eternal heart over here. Don't need the key, but I do want to see what this tarot card is. One card, nice. Okay, well, we know our greed shop is, or our shop does not have greed in it because he's here in the secret room, so that's good. Bueno. Bueno, bueno, bueno. Nice, okay, we got a heart and a soul heart to boot, so very good. Things are coming up Millhouse here. Tinted rock right there. This is a tears rate that is no longer going to be tenable for the rest of this run, and we may start looking at possibly turning into Black Judas here just to get the stat boost. Black Judas is the strongest character in the game, in my opinion. D1, honestly, the D1 did great for us, but I want to see what's behind this though. All right, D Wizzle. Now, if you were the D Sizzle, then we can all talk. But the D1, Mr. Me, which could get us into secret rooms and stuff like that. It's 3 active items, so yep. All right. I'm telling you, man, November ain't over yet. It's definitely trying its best. Trying its best to be the one on, one off month. We only have 3 more days left of November here. Then 2025's over. That's it. We're on the tail end of the year. Kind of unbelievable. It's almost like, think about, I don't know if I'm the only one who goes through this. It always feels like after every new year, I finally get used to saying what year it is from the previous year. And as soon as I get comfortable with that, it's the next year. Does anyone feel like that? You know, like we just got done getting over saying 2024. It's like, okay, now I know it's 2025. I feel it's just, it comes natural. It flows very nicely. And then all of a sudden, bam, 2026. And we'll never, ever have to say 2025 ever again in terms of a current date. Ever in the history of ever. '25 definitely was a remarkable year for the channel. Had lots of new subscribers, of course, introduced to new games, trying out new things, experimenting with other methods of playing Isaac. None bigger than the randomizer app, of course, which we had a few new patrons as well sign up. Thank you very much, new patrons. Join the Mosh Pit Discord. And also the Mosh Pit Patreon. But yeah, you know, there's a lot to be really thankful for, and okay, well, you guys just stay up there. I'll let you blame Reap Creep. Oh, crack the sky! How can you fumble like that? Absolutely fumbled the bag right there. Okay, deep breath, so we gotta get in front of him. There's Reap Creep. We don't get a double deal. We get another HP upgrade. Range. I mean, our range is pretty good. It's just our shot speed that, or our tears rate that sucks. Need more HP, I guess. All right, so there is an arcade. I'm going to use the Sun card after we go in there and tap the either Demon Judgment or the Temperance Machine. Because the Sun card gives you a full heal. Dude, chill out with the jumping. Just chill, dude. Okay, is that what you wanted, game? Yeah, it was. Okay. Oh, we get another claw machine in here. Get Mom's bracelet, which is followed by Tear Detonator. It's followed by Starter Deck. Okay. And we'll see if we actually get any use out of this redemption, because right now, since we've taken it, we've gotten no chance to take advantage of the damage up. We're still rocking barely over base damage. And our tears rate is, well, it's the exact same level that it was when we started. Now, of course, Kidney Stone does help us compensate a little bit for that value, but still, at the end of the day, we are not doing nearly enough damage as I would like to see with us being on Depths 2. This is a scary amount of little damage that we're doing here. I'm thankful we do at least have Kidney Stone with us. It would be a miserable existence without it. That'll be okay. Yep. Definitely should go into... Oh, wow. Another dime there. Definitely should go into the store. We do have enough money to do so. And I always judge it based off of whether or not we can afford a premium item. Now, you already know what's going to happen. It's not going to be greed. Get Birthright, which is going to give us... Oh my gosh. I guess Mom's heals. Yep. Empress card, sure. And my hope My hope of ever getting a tears up in this run is quickly dwindling. All right. Basically only have 2 more shots at it, as the mom fight does not drop a boss item. I guess Robo Baby 2.0 might actually be dealing more damage than we are right now, and I wish that I was joking. Robo Baby 2.0 is not a bad item. It's just a remote item, so you have to kind of split your attention on the screen, and that can be a little bit distracting. But you know, if you can get him in the right position and allow him to just kind of DPS everything, he's a solid secondary DPS option. Thank you, Robo Baby. Thank you. No, thank you. No, seriously, thank you. You could not have timed that any better. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that dozens of people are laughing right now at my expense, as always. Thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. And Crack the Sky fumbling a little bit again there. At least we got a little bit of damage there, but not a lot. Here we go. Yep. There we go. So we get a much, much, much needed damage upgrade there. And isn't that a sad state of affairs there, where a bad devil deal leads to a actual damage upgrade for once. And I mean, it's not like Purgatory couldn't have helped. It's just that Purgatory is nowhere near as valuable as getting just a flat damage upgrade. And that's the problem that we're facing here. If we're not going to hit fast, then we better hit hard. And right now we're doing neither. 6.32 damage is not very good. I wouldn't even say it's the bare minimum. I'd like to be around 8 or 9 damage on Womb 1. Now, of course, you could say, well, come on, it's only a difference of 1 damage. A difference of 1 damage makes a lot of difference. Think about how impactful it is to have 1 tears rate versus not having 1 tears rate, right? It's all relative to what other items you have, and right now we've got really nothing to build off of in terms of a foundation. That was a great shot right at the end there by Crack the Skizzle. Play it easy, play it cool here. If we can beat these 2 hosts back, oh, Robe 2.0 already murked the doppelganger, but the play in there is to beat the host and then walk the doppelganger over the spikes. A weird little bounce there of that skull. I'm just going to put Robo Baby over here. I've been really itching to play Star Citizen again. I don't know why. I get weird, just random bursts into wanting to play spacey games again. And Star Citizen was a game I actually enjoyed. I think it was a fantastic experience for anyone who likes space sims and who wants to live that fantasy. It was a fun time. You know, the whole crowdfunding thing withstanding, it's a very buggy but fun game. It's fun in the sense that it's not buggy enough to keep me away, but it's definitely annoying when stuff like that pops up, like where you can't load into your ship, or you get stuck, or your player character is just stuck on absolutely nothing inside your own ship. That's only Womb 1. I thought this was Womb 2. I could park Robobaby 2.0 on top of Mr. Fred, but let's see if Robobaby 2.0 can finish the job here. There he goes. There he goes. You're starting to redeem yourself a little bit there, Robobaby. We once again get no devil deal. And we have, okay, well, we got our devil deal. Let's go ahead and use that. And yep. Free 1.1 damage upgrade. And I will take that for sure. We aren't doing anything else with this HP that we're getting. Treasure map. Give me the map. Give me the map. Just give me full mapping. I'll be happy. I mean, okay. I'm happy. Happy holidays. Damn. 0.95 upgrade there. And look at this. We have also a library. Okay, game. The first hit, sure, but the hit on the spikes was a little generous. In your favor, of course. Absolutely hate this room. There we go. Book of Shadows right there, but the problem is that we don't have any. We have no orbitals, and we have nothing to make out of contact damage. So, although the Book of Secrets did tell us, did just show us where the secret rooms are, and now we also have free entry in there since we hit it twice. So, Crack the Sky is going to be falling off real quick because of the fact that our base damage is so low. And it would have been immensely helpful if we had Book of Shadows in this room in particular. So we get free entry into the curse room, which is great. And yep. Sure was great. Might as well bomb the keeper in here just because. So 73% for a deal with the devil chance here. I am going to use the rest of our money. Try to get some soul hearts. And that's just phenomenal right there. Crystal Balder. Crystal Balder. It's going to give us full mapping as well as a chance to get a soul heart or tarot card on every cooldown. One of the top items in the entire game that not a lot of people remember about. And you talk about being happy. I mean, now obviously, the great irony is that the treasure map doesn't even matter anymore. But I'm so happy we got it. I mean, that was an insane call there. Yep. Great. And this is the direct result of us having such an abysmal tears rate. Okay, we've lost a lot of HP here on this floor. A lot. We don't necessarily need the sun card. There's a sack room shuffle there, which we could heal all of our hearts with, and that's going to be a Hail Mary, if I've ever seen one, for us to try to get something going here with our stats. Or we can just bite the bullet and turn into Black Judas, which is definitely an option now. It's a more realistic option now, especially with the crystal ball, because of the soul heart generation possibility. Let's see if we get a devil deal first. Man, we didn't even get a chance to see a... we didn't even get a sniff at another Guppy item. Like none at all. Nice snipes there by Robobaby. Kidney Stone, come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Kidney Stone, I believe. Okay. Trying to get a soul heart here. We didn't, but we got a blank rune. Oh, baby. Nice snipe. This is all you. All you, brother. So what I'm going to do is, and this is going to take a while, but I'm going to go all the way back to get the Book of Shadows, so we have the best possible chance of not screwing up this Devil Deal chance. But this run's definitely feeling kind of crawly. I'd hate to end the month here, the Thanksgiving month of all months, to end it on a crawl run. I have a couple days left. It still could happen, but I'm going to go get the Book of Shadows like I did, and then we're going to go in here and fight the It Lives fight. And hope for the best. See if we get a Devil Deal at all. There you go. Hard part's over with. Hoping Kidney Stone procs one more time. Good slow there by Gish. Ideally get her about 80% dead, then hit the Book of Shadows to finish her off. There we go. Yep, and that's the reason why I did not want to try for the Sacrum, because I figured that we would not get the Devil Deal. Now we go back to go get the Crystal Ball. And then from there, we turn around, play the Sacrum Shuffle, see if we can get an Angel Deal or something, and ride off into the sunset. I think we should play this Charge Beggar here, just so we have mapping, full mapping. Not that we're going to have it anyway on the next floor, but it'd be nice if we got an Emperor card or something out of the Crystal Ball. Wow, that was a triple charge right there. Yep. We can actually maybe get a double charge here if we get enough money. So we're going for a real Hail Mary here just to get any kind of DPS upgrade. I plan on using the Sun card to heal. We'll heal there. You get teleported, and oh baby. Oh baby, Genesis. We can skip the Cathedral. We can skip the Cathedral with Genesis. There's literally no point to keep playing here. Wow, Genesis maybe for the save here. None of our stats matter anymore because as soon as we get into the Cathedral, I'm just going to rip it. And our Hail Mary may have paid off. Even get one more item to boot for us, so wow. All right, let's see. Base stats are already better. Our base tiers are already better than what they were previously. I'm going to go Mr. Dolly here because we need some HP. Our Maniac Brother is nice, but Bird's Eye is even better, although having another tiers up would be nice. I'm going to take Bird's Eye, though. It's just a great tier effect. Halo Flies is good for defense. Fear of the Night's fantastic for mobility. Cancer is great for defense. We need some movement speed, but this is a ton of HP right here with PJs. And there we go. Growth hormones. Forget Me Now. We could maybe make happen. The only problem with taking Forget Me Now is that there's a chance that we do not, that we're forced to replace it if Genesis gives us 3 active items. So we'll try to go for the extra chest here. Yeah, Bar of Soap, our shot speed was very, very bad. PH Dizzle, we'll take it. You know what, Little Gish, come on back. I think you've earned it. Treasure map for sure. Yeah, toothpicks for more shot speed. We're actually capped on tiers right now, and we don't need any more shot speed. So I guess Magic Scab. This doesn't. Oh wait, no, we have PhD. Never mind. Gonna go for damage here because we need damage. Mysterious Liquid's great. I mean, Inner Child just for an extra little bit of help. So we definitely improved. Not as much as I would have liked to see on the damage front, but here's to hoping that the reroll of the chest is going to be something good with Forget Me Now. Let's see. I'll Curse the Lost. So we can only open one of these, and we get a damage upgrade, but I definitely don't want to try to navigate through Curse the Lost with us having the treasure map again. Okay, so here we go. We no longer have Black Judas, but our tears rate is so much better. I mean, it's doubled than what we had. Our damage still stayed relatively the same, minus the ups that we got from Redemption. But another big difference and factor here is that unlike that last run, we did not have any tier effects like we do now. So we have Mysterious Liquid on point here along with Bird's Eye, and the Bird's Eye honestly is the pick of the litter right there. And the reason why we have it's so necessary to have those multifaceted tier effects that can help you out and scale with your tiers. Not necessarily in damage. When I say in terms of scale, what I mean is their proc rate, their use, their effectiveness scales. The higher the amount of tiers that we're firing, the better the chance is that we're going to be proccing stuff, which means they're going to be getting more use out of it, which means that they're actually useful and not useless. Like Broken Modem. And we do also have the Circle Protection, which is not an item that you should really rely on for defense. It's nice when it works, but it's unreliable. It doesn't give you total immunity to shots. That being said, we're not invincible here. Our movement speed is very bad for where we're at. Can't be taking these little hits here and there. We gotta still stay locked. Great block there by Circle Protection. Can't block that one though. That's just a direct result of our movement speed being so bad. I don't know how both of these monsters are still alive. We should have killed at least one by now. I swear Isaac sometimes just balances out the boss's HP to make sure that they all have equal amounts of damage on them. Yeah, this has definitely been a hellacious chest here now with Champion Bloat after double Monstro 2. This is the bloat that people have made that subreddit over. This one right here. Gotta try to get him to the bottom of the screen. It's a good matchup for us here with Bird's Eye. I don't think I've ever seen Super Envy do that quick reload before like that. Wouldn't mind if Super Gluttony just dropped us some HP. Even if it's Lard at this point, we just need to out-tank this run. So, in a very, very crawly run, I'd definitely say that counts as a crawl run. For sure. We're going to manage to pick up the dub here. And, man, that play with Genesis was all important. And it all comes down to us making sure that we got the opportunity to do that by deciding to play the Sac Room Shuffle. The Sac Room Shuffle really, really won out here. But it was ultimately Genesis showing up in the Angel deal after getting teleported that made the difference. So, whew, that was a marathon for sure. So thank you for watching, everybody. Again, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday, and I hope you're looking forward to whatever sales are going on right now. Speaking of sales, I should mention, I need to remember this. Speaking of sales, don't forget that tonight, for one night only, we're doing a Black Friday special sale promo for everything on the website, including Sinvicta merchandise, including Pokemon packs, Pokemon breaks, that sort of thing. You can go head over onto the Discord. That's the only place that you'll find the discount coupon code, and you can use it on Sinvicta.tv. So if you've been waiting all year to pick up some hats, been waiting all year to pick up a beanie, it's getting cold outside, or maybe even some of the new awesome Hellfire Warrior t-shirts, official Sinvicta merch can be found Sinvicta.tv. Check the Discord for the promo code, and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, everyone. We're 2 away now from making the like streak goal possible, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Stephen Alexander, Squeegee, Joker, and R3CL. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.